Hey everyone, I'm Heather Walker, and today we are going raw. I'm gonna make a delicious raw vegetable spaghetti with a sweet cashew pesto that even your pickiest meat-eating friends are gonna love. We're gonna get started right away with our pesto here today. I'm gonna start with just about 2 cups of fresh raw basil leaves that I washed really well. I broke them out just a little bit, and we're just gonna put everything in our blender here today. Next, we've got about 3/4 of a cup of fresh flat leaf parsley, and that's gonna give it a nice, thick, lemony flavor. And next is my favorite part of today's recipe. This is a 1/2 cup of raw cashew pieces. Now, normally when you would do a traditional pesto, you would use pine nuts. They give it a really buttery, rich flavor. Well, cashews have the similar texture and flavor of a pine nut, but about half of the cost. So not only are we doing raw and vegan today, we're doing economical as well. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off. We're gonna add just about a clove of garlic that I peeled, and then we're gonna add the juice of a whole lemon. Next, I'm gonna do just about a 1/2 teaspoon each of sea salt crystals and some ground black pepper. And then I'm gonna pulse this just for a couple of seconds, just to get everything broken down a little bit before I start streaming in my olive oil. Okay, we're ready for the key ingredient of our pesto today. I'm gonna start with 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Our recipe is gonna call for 2/3 of a cup today, but I'm gonna add each one separately, and I'm gonna pulse it really well in the blender in between so that we get a nice, smooth, creamy pesto. Okay, that's done. I've got a really nice, smooth texture on my pesto now. I've got my 2/3 cup of olive oil in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a quick taste. Perfect. Light, smooth, creamy. I can taste the garlic and lemon in there. It's delicious. All right, let's get started on our vegetable spaghetti. Okay, so the key to our raw vegetable spaghetti today is gonna be raw zucchini. Now, we're just gonna take a scoring tool with this, and I'm just gonna run it down the front edge of this, and it's gonna give us the appearance of a nice, thin angel hair pasta or even a spaghetti. It's even got a similar texture. So again, just running down the outside of our zucchini all along the edges until we get to the seeds. Because once you get to the seeds, it's really gonna start to fall apart and it's not really gonna hold its shape very well. So you can just take the centers with the seeds in it and use it for your juice tomorrow. Okay, so I've got just a few more items for our raw spaghetti. I've got a red bell pepper, I've got just about a dozen stalks of asparagus, and I've got 3 raw carrots here. So I'm gonna start with my asparagus, and I'm just gonna trim the hard ends off of this, and you can just discard those. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give just 3 cuts here to give me 4 different types of our asparagus. Now I've just got my peppers and my carrots left, and I'm just gonna julienne these. I already seeded my red bell pepper. I'm taking the purest route today, so I'm just gonna sit here and julienne all of these by hand, and then we'll be ready to plate our dish. Okay, so I've got all of my carrots, all of my red bell peppers, all of my asparagus chopped up. I'm gonna start putting this together. So I'm gonna start with our raw zucchini spaghetti. Just spread that around in my dish. Then we're gonna go ahead and add all of the vegetables. And then for our pesto. Now, our recipe called for a lot. And I usually end up using just about half of the pesto that we made for our dish today. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spoon that in on top. And you can see all of the wonderful color that we've got in this dish. We've got the yellowish color from the zucchini, we've got the green from the pesto and the asparagus, the red from the bell pepper. Tons and tons of vitamins and minerals in there. Lots of delicious, raw, living, healthy food. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this off with some wonderful lemon zest, and this is gonna give it a nice, light, citrusy finish. And that's it, folks. That's our whole dish. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice little taste test here. Love that pesto, love that raw zucchini spaghetti. That's it for me today, everybody. Go to hotrawchef.com to vote for me. Don't forget, do it now. Go to hotrawchef.com to cast your People's Choice vote for me, Heather Walker. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great night.